Hello to all patchwork fans and our subscribers. Today we are making a video at the request of one of our subscribers and it's dedicated to the Cathedral window block. It's a very simple and still very impressive pattern. It's ideal for various fine things, especially for those sewn for children. And now I'm going to show you two ways to create this block quickly and easily. To sew this block, we'll need 5 fabric pieces of different colors. I've got a 4 to 4 inch square, but you can take any size you'd like, smaller or bigger, and 4 white squares. I've already ironed them in the shape of triangles. There are 4 of them. Now we're laying the pieces out. Let's put the white double triangles on the colored squares. We fix them with pins to avoid dislocation, and now we should lay one square on another and stitch them here. When we do the same thing with the other 2 squares and stitch them. So we sewed our squares in pairs. Iron the stitches on the back side and sew them all together. We impose these lines so that they are in front of each other and sew them. Okay, here's our result. Smooth the stitches out. Now we take our colored square and lay it in the middle. You can pin it, just in case, to fix it safely. Now let's move it here and put a stitch. Repeat it for all 4 sides. Now we get such a beautiful block. But there is one significant drawback in this technique. You've got very thick seams, for there are 3 fabric layers. 1 layer of colored and 2 layers of white fabric from the one and the other side. So I show you one more way how to sew the cathedral window, and this time the back side will be smooth and without any seams. For the second way, we'll need more textile. For example, I've got a 16 to 16 inches square. Fold it in half and put a stitch here. We sew the sides and now fold the fabric as following. Lay the stitch on this one, pin the centers, and sew them here. For easy turning out, let's leave an unsewn part here. Now we can turn out the square through this hole. Let's cut off the corners and turn the fabric out. Done. You may leave this hole unsewn. It doesn't matter because it will get ironed later. Okay, now we take an iron and lay the corners like in the envelope. You can use a needle for convenience and accuracy. Everything should be in the middle. When we iron all sides. So we get such an envelope. I've already prepared the other three envelopes. Now we connect them together and stitch them from corner to corner. So we sewed our 4 squares and got a new 7.5 to 7.5 inches square from the original 16 to 16 inches piece. If you need a bigger square, you can join an additional strips and squares here. My pattern is enough for a baby pillow. It's got about 15.5 inches side. Now we take our colored pieces of fabric and put them here. I've got 5 to 5 inches squares. Just like in the previous technique, we sew our side in such a way to avoid dislocations. We also pin the sides. So this is what we finally have. Let's have a look at the back side. As you can see, there is no seam on here. Everything is covered. That's why this way is easier for pillow cases or baby quilts. If desired, you can fill these triangles too. If you don't want to end something, sew these open cuts by a secret stitch. Now I'm saying goodbye to you. Hope that our video was clear and useful to you. This workshop was made at the request of one of our subscribers. If you have some blogs and want us to examine them, please leave their names in comments.